Hey there, Chris from BattleGoat Studios. Today's video is a bit shorter because over the last few weeks we've really been focused on doing a bit of cleanup, some bug fixes, some of the stuff we'd implemented before we wanted to polish it up. And we've realized that we've got some big ideas on what we want to look at, but today I wanted to ask a few questions, things that we thought you guys might have some input in, and ask specific things so that hopefully we can get some more specific answers. So one of the things that changed recently is you can now control your colony's units. And if you're on the colony control, you can control your parent empire's units. The idea being you can elastic band everything. You are controlling the empire, whether it's your stuff, your colony stuff, whatever. So one of the first questions is going to be, what do people think of this? Does it work well? There are any bugs, of course, but is it intuitive? That we've done the basic tests of seeing, does it work at space level? That I gave my empire a couple of fighters and was able to move their fighters, my fighters, and move stuff around. So definitely the next time that we do a fast track build, because you need the next build, check that out, let us know what you think. Something else we've been talking about amongst the team is we've put minor races into the game, that there are 8 playable factions. Actually, the next update we do, you'll go up to 10. We've got 2 more factions that are going out for early access. But there's a couple of these minor races that have a home world. Initially, they're not spacefaring, they just sit there. And the original design had been to give players the ability to interact with a minor race. If you think of a story like Star Trek, you encounter pre-warp technology worlds. The issue we've run into is these minor races start climbing the tech tree. They get up to space technology and start trying to wander the galaxy. And we're trying to figure out how important is it to the player to encounter spacefaring races and minor races that stay on their worlds, or does anybody really care about that? So yeah, check out the minor races. Let us know what you think about them in terms of the game lore. And the last question for today's video is about controlling the various worlds as you start to colonize and exploit and whatnot. We've added recently an ability that if you select a planet, you can get a little pop-up, which really just shows the planet. And on the right click, there's planet controls, or you can set military priority and stuff like that. The decision has been that we're going to bring these 2 screens together. So whether you go to the planet or you right click, you get one pop-up where you see statistics about the world, and ideally you can control a few things about that world while you're still at the system level, so you don't have to go down. The big question on that one is, how much control should we give at the system level for controlling the planet? Generally, we feel like everything would be a bad choice because, well, you're just going to get overloaded. It's all going to be in one screen. And some of that stuff is minor stuff you don't set too often. We want to be able to make it efficient so you can go, hit the key things and move away. But again, we want something. Having just the planet and statistics feels like a waste of some UI of getting that pop-up. So we'd love to hear your feedback. If you've been playing the game and you're at system level, do you find yourself going down to the planet to change like 2 things and then back at the system level? And what are those 2 things you have to change? So these are just some of the questions that we've been considering in studio that we thought the community might be able to help us figure out what you guys are looking forward to playing. As always, we appreciate everybody who's bought into the early access for Galactic Ruler, helping us move towards the official release version. And we're really happy with how the game is progressing, that it's getting more and more interesting with each of the updates. And we look forward to more of your feedback. Take care.